Hey,
going?
hey, feeling a little iffy today. Hair all over the place, just like
Your hair look
yeah.
cute. Your hair look cute. I mean, they do look cute. I just say this post era of everything, post election, post everything, has really um has really caused me to feel not my greatest. I'll just say that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I understand that.
yeah, but I think I'm gonna I'm gonna do a lot of things that I can intentionally focus on to
Okay.
kind of, silence the noise, silence the noise. The noise is really and look, the noise is there because you should listen, but sometimes you gotta protect your own, mental sanity when the
Yeah.
noise is too loud. You see what I'm saying? Too loud. But this episode, I'll just jump right into it. This episode is I think did you bring this one, Chauncey, or was it you, Keisha?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think we kind of touched on it, similar, something similar to it before, but yeah. So it's just basically, I was thinking about all the things that are happening, like around, P. Diddy, associates versus friends, right? True friends. And then even most recently, in looking at, cancel culture, right? Um, when we look at Snoop Dogg, right?
Mhm.
And him performing at the inauguration. And so, my understanding is some people feel as though he is more sympathetic because Trump commuted the sentence or pardoned a friend of his who was, I guess
Harry
on death
Potter.
row. Yeah,
Mhm.
Harry. And so the thing is, when someone that care about, when you love, or a friend, a true friend, does something wrong, do you stand by them or do you let them go
I
because
just
of
have
what
a
they
whole
did?
different interpretation. And Snoop Dogg, I know what he's doing, but we're gonna have to touch on that when in the episode that we're gonna talk and break that down. Um, I don't- when I heard this, Chauncey and Keisha, I thought a little different. You know what I mean? I thought of I'll be honest, I thought of people who voted against their interests. You know what I mean? Because not to say they voted because they liked the candidate, but they had underlying issues with the other candidate, racism, things like that. And they could still be your friend if you choose to keep them as your friend. I thought about several different things where we talk about what is a friendship. You see what I'm saying? And a friendship is not compromising somebody's integrity. And when I say integrity, when you know somebody is doing malicious things and you know about it, do you still kind of stay in the loop with that person, or is how you
Yeah,
said,
I think it all.
your
Mhm.
squad? You know what I mean? The squad,
Right.
because that's just a thing that I think about because we just us. We're very close knit. We're not even in a compromising situation. But when there's somebody on here, like one of us, Celeste isn't here, has different values that we never even knew about, and it comes out. You know what I mean? Does that make her bad? You know what I mean? What do we consider? What I'm trying to get to is what are we classifying as bad? You see what I'm saying?
Well, well, that's why I said
I
bad
was
things,
thinking
right?
about
So,
doing something that is illegal. Yeah,
that too. Yeah,
and
that too.
so you have a friend, all of a sudden you go to the store with them and they're stealing. I mean, okay, hey, we just can't be together. Okay.
Right, right, right,
You're jeopardizing me and what I
right.
got going on, and I can't do that. I'm not a person who want to
Mhm.
um be locked up. So we
Right.
can't do anything. We can't do anything illegal. However, say for instance, and we talked about this a little bit before we got on, is if we're together and it's something life threatening, and it's but how and we happen to have to hurt somebody, maybe delete somebody, but they were trying
Delete.
to hurt and harm
The,
us.
right.
Yeah, we can. I think we can. We can be friends. So it all depends on what is going on, and it may be that your friend or something have to fight for their life. What if they're fighting for their life? They have a spouse that's abusive, or somebody's attacking them, and they have to do
That's a
something.
good one.
Of course, I can
But
hang with that.
well, because
But if we just
I
gonna do something just to do it, and just
and, and
and,
see, to me, therein lies the difference, right?
mhm.
If you have to, in your words, delete someone because you're defending yourself. I like that, delete,
Me
right? Delete, delete,
too.
delete. Um, but because you're defending yourself or they're defending themselves, I don't consider that to be wrong. I consider that to be self-defense. But if Peanut and them is out there and they just bang,
Ah,
bang, 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 and that's
ah.
your nephew, and what do you do?
Well,
What kind?
You
I'm
know
a
what's a
little
good case, y'all? Let me just
peanut
give
going to
y'all
jail.
one.
I can love them and I can say don't do it again, and I probably put some money on the books just because he's my family member. But however,
Y'all
I'm not
crazy.
condoning. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell him,
You're not
this.
rocking with him. You're not rocking with
Come
him.
on, you're not right. This is not
Let
right.
let me give you a good
We're not
example because
we're
I
not
saw this
built
on
like
the
that.
news.
Our family, that's not our family values.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not our
I'm
family
gonna give
values.
y'all a perfect example I saw on the news, okay?
Okay. Okay.
The January 6 people who got pardoned, they had family members that turned them in.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I'm just saying the family members turned them in and they
Mhm.
were
Hmm.
family. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Hmm.
they felt like what they were doing this before the court of opinion made
Hmm.
judgment and what has happened thereafter
Hmm.
thought that they were doing a crime. You see what I'm saying?
Sure. Because are you
Yeah.
supposed to have bats and sticks and whatever else to
Yeah.
break into a federal building?
You
So
can
what they
you're
call
In
not
on
it?
a
supposed to
tour.
you're not even supposed
Nobody
to
didn't
enter
open the
a
door
federal
when you
building.
walked in for a tour.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
but what?
stay on
So
the
okay,
wall.
good example, right?
Hmm.
So Kimmy's example is perfect, right? So
Hmm.
what's her name? January 6th Granny, the grandma
Hmm.
Yeah.
Granny, that
Yeah.
was part of it.
Yeah.
She says, "No, I don't want my pardon. I
Right.
was wrong. I was bamboozled. I went there under the
Right.
wrong pretenses. It was completely wrong. I was wrong. Let me stay where I'm at."
Right. She's
That's
keeping her criminal
somebody.
record. She is. She's keeping it. And that's honorable. I'm sorry.
And so, but it's honest, right?
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
was wrong. Here are the reasons why I was wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. And no, I don't deserve what you're offering me.
Hmm.
That's somebody I could rock with, a friend, a family member. If
Right.
I no longer associated with her, I think that I would reach out to her at this point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
so and we went to the extreme with our examples, but I was thinking of, you have a best friend and your best friend cheated on her spouse. It's not against the
That's a
law,
good one.
but it's amoral, right? Do you still rock with her? Because now the two of you have had conversations. You said you're wrong. How are you going to handle this? Yeah, I love you and I care about you, but how do you get on the other side of that? How do you get on the other side if now that spouse finds out you knew?
That's a real
What
great.
is that?
Well, Chauncey, my thing about that is only if they involve me in it, and
Good thing.
yeah, only if they involve me in it. If I know and I'm not involved in it,
Yeah.
okay.
I will say
But
that
if
that's a
you're
good one.
using me as the cover for that, then that
Hmm.
is something
Okay.
different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like that, Keisha, because I feel the same way. Like I'm just not in the mindset to ever place judgment on anybody, especially when it comes to marriage. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that,
Right.
that's already a slippery slope. But where
Hmm.
I kind of agree, well, I totally agree, Keisha, is if you now involve me in this, like I'm now
Good.
your
Okay.
excuse for where you say you were and I wasn't, then I'm getting to the crosshairs of your husband, and I don't, even if you come back and say to tell me, first and foremost, when you tell me, that's where we probably gonna part ways, because I will not, I don't want to be in the middle of that. You see what I'm saying? And it makes me feel that, and this is my honest feeling, if I'm willing to do that for you, are you or are we able to be in a situation, maybe my husband drag you in something like that or something, you know what I mean? The road could
Right.
cross. You see what I'm saying?
It-
So I think that when you compromise something that you wouldn't want to happen to you, you can have it happen to you. So that's where I wouldn't say that this person is not my friend no more, because I'm sure there probably been a long history that we have, but we would
right.
not be the same kind of friend. I'll just say that
And
much.
that's why I use that as an example, right? Because that's more moral than it is illegal.
Yeah.
And so, but then the question is, it's not that you're judging, but now you are compromised in some sort of way, right? And so then, therefore, how do you go forward with that?
I'm
And
just,
in
you
that
can say,
particular
okay,
friendship.
and
Yeah.
tell him so I don't have to be in the middle of it. So this is what you want to get done. And then I'm
But
Yeah, but
middle of it. And then we
all jokes
all
aside,
that
I knew
as
people
long as
like that.
everybody know,
Yeah.
you know, they
Uh-uh.
know, everybody know, the important people know,
Hmm. I'm gonna tell
then
you what my dad used to tell me. If you're gonna do something you know is bad, do it by yourself. Cause
no,
ain't nobody can ever
that's what my grandmother used to say.
keep your secrets. Nobody but
You know
yourself.
my you know what my grandfather used to say?
But
I don't group sin. I don't group sin. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know what it meant until I got to be older. And I was like,
yeah.
that's what you mean. Okay. If
You
you're gonna
can't be
do it.
mad at your friend when your friend either slip up, or your friend, you know what I mean, now call you to the curtain and say, hey, I'm pulling it back on you because I don't know why you did that. Well, why are you judging me? So no, first of all, you shouldn't have told your friend. You shouldn't have had your friend involved. You should have had none of that. Do your slick sly stuff by yourself, and we never know. So when we see y'all on Facebook fighting with each other, we all shocked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just
Or they
saying.
put the handcuffs on you. You'd be like,
Yeah, that's
what?
a whole different story,
No.
because if you getting dragged out with the handcuffs and stuff, I damn sure don't want to be a part of that. Don't tell me. I
No,
don't
listen.
know.
But again, that goes to my point, right? Is that dependent on what you do? Don't we all deserve forgiveness? But when and how? And do you run immediately, or do you kind of slow walk the distancing and all of that? So
Girl, I
it
got a
I think
federal
it
job. I
depends.
ain't trying to have my clearances taken away because of somebody doing some thievery or some kind of scams or something. No, because as soon as you tell me that, I'm grabbing my pocketbook. I'm out. And
Okay,
when you call, you won't be reaching me. You will not be reaching me.
fair
We
enough.
will not play those kind of games. I might be a little bit more like engage with you if you tell me you having marital problems, because I
Yeah,
feel like this. I've been married for a long time. I've been married before. I'm gonna have a listening ear, because nothing is always, black and white when
right,
it comes to
right,
marriage. But when you
right.
talk about things that's on the law book that you now violated, that can get you 10 to 20, and you want to drag me in this, I'm gonna probably get 15 of them, because I just knew it. Everybody don't get is scathe free when you talk about crimes. So don't
Right.
involve me. I mean, don't involve me. Don't tell me when I see you getting carried out. I ain't even putting no books, because guess what? In these days and time we live in, they might come and pull you just because you put money on somebody's books. Sorry. No, can't
Yeah.
do it. Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think we judgmental women. You know what I mean? I think we just progressively thinking people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And if and guess not that it serves your purpose or anything like that. I'm just thinking that in the mindset of friendship, things become more compromised when people put you in compromising situations. That's why I'm trying
Right.
the point I'm getting to. So I don't know.
And I think we've also changed the meaning of what judgment is. I think people started going to therapy, and then now everybody's using, oh, well, don't judge me, don't. Okay,
I just
okay,
say, I don't
but
care if you
yeah,
ever go to therapy, see a priest or whatever. You can judge somebody if you want to. Keep in mind that
right,
you do things every day that is not what we say God wants. So when you start judging people, just remember what you're doing. I'll talk about, I had a bizarre day today, but I'm just saying, on the simple fact, when you pass judgment on somebody, you gotta remember that's a pointing of a finger. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I just
right, but I'm saying but passing judgment and then judging what someone does. And so the act itself, like you just said, if we know that it's wrong, that's still a judgment, right? So we are technically
no,
judging
that's
each
called common sense. I know it's wrong.
But I was
I'm
thinking
just saying, I know it's wrong. I ain't trying to be funny because I just float a little bit different. Just because I know it's wrong, don't mean I got to tell you I know it's wrong. I just
but
can be like,
sometimes there
yeah, okay.
are some of the situations that it's wrong, but it's right.
right.
So I was thinking about this. This
Uh-oh.
happened, I don't know, I don't know how many years ago, but however, it was on the news.
Uh-huh.
And so this man did something to this other guy's daughter. I don't know whether he killed her. I don't remember the situation,
Mhm.
but they were in court. And so the guy was standing there and he had no remorse for whatever he did, whatever the story
Oh.
was.
Mm-mm.
So the father of this guy in court, I don't know, he grew Superman arms, legs, whatever. He dove over
I know exactly what you
the
about.
the bench, the chairs, whatever that was in between him and the guy who was going to go to
Yes.
jail or whatever.
Right.
And he actually grabbed him. How from where he was to how he got him with police officers around and literally got his hand on him. It was a wrong, but it was a right because
Right.
you are my child. And I
Right.
gotta get, even though I might spend a night or two or three a week
Oh God.
for being in court, I was wrong, but I was right.
Yeah. So like I said, it depends on the situation. Correct.
I think in
Correct.
situations like that, because I'll just say that, I'll be honest, you can never put a a definition around someone's grief. You know what I mean? Especially
Yeah.
if it's a child. You know what I mean? Your child, you can't put a definition around somebody's grief. And I hope Jesus lifted him up and threw him over there to choke that man because
That's
sometimes
probably
He
where he got the
didn't
strength
kill him, but
from.
he got his hand good on him.
yeah, I just
That's
say,
where he
you
got
know
the
what?
Kill him off.
We have to remember that supernatural powers don't come, it doesn't come from us. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna leave
Mhm.
it at that. So when he flew across it, because I know exactly one you're saying, he was flying in the
me too.
air.
Yes.
And because
Yeah.
so that might be
He,
the thing that God said, I'm gonna give you so you can at least be at peace before he
Mhm.
go
it looked
behind
like
these bars. You see what I'm saying?
it looked like a supernatural football play because he
Like
flew
to
across
like
the room.
so yeah, so I mean this is a good episode. I think that when people see this, I think they'll use plenty of scenarios. You know what I mean? There's lots of scenarios that keep you as friends. There's a lots of scenarios that break you apart. You know what I mean? So
Right.
final thought, Chauncey.
My final thought just simply is, like I said, it depends on the situation. It depends on what was done. And if it conflicts with my values and something that
Absolutely.
I would not be able to live with, that would be my determining factor. It's not a perfect world, but yeah, I guess that would be my determining factor.
That's a good one. Keisha?
My final thought would be sometimes it might be wrong, sometimes it's right. But however, please don't involve me in anything illegal. Keisha don't wanna go to jail. I'm not built for that. But yeah, just like it might be wrong.
I'm not built for that.
Me either, Keisha. I'm not. My final thought is if somebody's really your friend, you should cherish them as they're your friend, as they're your sister, as they're like a family member. And you would not put them in a situation where we're talking about now, where
Yes,
you would have to
That
decide
part.
if we're going to continue this friendship, to be honest.
correct,
That
All
part.
right.
correct.
So great episode, y'all. So joining me today is
It's your girl Chauncey.
And it's your girl Keisha.
and I'm Kimmy. So have a wonderful week on purpose, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Take care.